University Challenge. Asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge. Our unforgiving second round continues tonight with a South West England derby. The winners of this match will become the third team through to this year's quarter-finals alongside UCL and the Open University. But the losing team will become the 15th to leave the competition. In their first round match, the team from Exeter enjoyed a comfortable victory over the University of Reading. Mr Moeli got them off to a strong start by taking the first 4 consecutive starters, meaning after the first 5 minutes, Exeter were nearly 100 points ahead and Reading just could not close that gap. In that match, Exeter demonstrated impressively in-depth knowledge of global metal production, as well as Japanese alphabets and South African cricket, but they struggled slightly on classic science fiction films. Let's meet the team from Exeter for the second time.
Hi, I'm Michael Markoft. I'm a fourth-year natural sciences student and I'm from Ramsgate.
Hi, I'm Lucy Carr. I study art history and classics and I'm from Hitchin in Hertfordshire.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Martin Newman. I'm originally from Leighton Buzzard in Bedfordshire and I'm studying for a PhD in modern history.
Hello, my name's Elliot Mueli. I'm from Wells in Somerset and I study ancient history and archaeology.
This year's team from Bristol made their first match look easy. They achieved the highest score of the round at the expense of Gonville and Caius College, Cambridge. And from the first picture round to the second, managed a remarkable run of 10 starters without reply. Along the way, they scored full marks on bonus sets about parts of the brain, mythological floods and controversial paintings. And in fact, the only topic on which they sounded less than convincing was the tuning of stringed instruments. Let's meet the team from Bristol once again.
Hi, I'm Ted Warner, I'm from Wiltshire and I'm studying biology.
Hi, I'm Bridie Rogers, I'm from Brighton and I study medicine.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Kevin Flanagan, I'm from Dublin and I'm doing a PhD in AI.
Hi, I'm Olivia Watts, I'm from York and I'm doing a PhD in organic chemistry.
Very nice to see you all again. Let's begin. Fingers on buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. Born in the Netherlands in 1877, Kees van Dongen began painting in the Impressionist style, but later became a leading figure in which art movement known by a French word. The movement took its name from a disparaging comment made by the art critic Louis Vaucel at the Paris Autumn Salon of 1905, when Matisse and others exhibited works in raw, striking colours.
Bristol Flanagan.
Fauvism?
It is Fauvism or Fauves, yes. Your bonuses, Bristol, are on medical terms. In each case, give the term from the description. All 3 answers begin with the same 4-letter prefix. First, the 2-layered membrane that surrounds the heart. It comprises an outer fibrous layer and an inner serous layer.
Pericardium.
Pericardium?
Yes.
Nice.
Second, inflammation of the lining of the abdominal cavity. One possible cause is a ruptured appendix.
Peritonitis.
Nominate Rogers?
Peritonitis.
Yes.
That's sure.
Finally, what term denotes the wave-like movement of muscles by which the stomach and bowels move their contents through the gastrointestinal tract?
Nominate Warner?
Peristalsis.
Yeah, good job you've got some medics on the team. Another starter question now. What is the common name of the sea duck with the scientific name Histrionicus histrionicus? Its theatrical plumage is the source of both its scientific and common names, the former deriving from the Latin for actor and the latter from a stock character of the Commedia dell'arte.
Exeter Moorcroft.
Jesterbird?
No.
Bristol Flanagan.
Harlequin?
It is a harlequin duck. Yes, well done. 3 questions for you, Bristol, on insects in art. Noted for his paintings of nocturnal London, which American-born artist signed many pieces with a stylised butterfly, sometimes with a stinger for a tail, apparently as a symbol of his public persona?
I think it's Whistler? Whistler?
Yes. Appearing in works such as Portrait of a Carthusian by Petrus Christus, a musca depicta is a trompe-l'oeil effect that gives the impression that what type of insect is perched on a feature in a work?
Oh, is that a fly? I feel like I've seen that before. Okay. A fly?
It is a fly. The ghost of a flea in the Tate Gallery is by which English artist? He claimed to have been told in a vision that fleas were inhabited by the souls of men who were by nature bloodthirsty to excess.
Do you know what severe this would be?
I have no idea.
No.
It sounds quite
Like an
old.
English
I don't know. Turner,
You could say
Constable, I don't know.
Or Hogarth or something. Hogarth.
No, it's Blake. William Blake.
Oh, okay.
Let's start a question. Appearing on its national flag, the coat of arms of what country features a triple peak mount in blue?
Exeter car.
Slovenia.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Traditionally interpreted as representing 3 mountain ranges, Tatra, Fatra and Matra, all part of the Carpathians. It was adapted from the arms of the kings of Hungary by nationalists in the 19th century and also includes its double-barred cross.
Bristol Warner.
Slovakia?
It is Slovakia, yeah. That leaves you. 3 questions for you, Bristol, on plant structure. What term denotes the flat part of an angiosperm leaf, that is the major photosynthetic surface of a plant?
Is it just like lamina or something?
Lamina.
It might just be lamina. I've heard that in reference to a leaf before, so.
Yeah, okay. Lamina.
Yes, we'll accept that, or blade, yeah. Thought to derive from the Latin for little foot, what term is used for the stalk that connects the leaf to the stem?
I think it's petiole?
Petiole.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Petiole.
Yes.
Hold on.
What short word denotes the point at which the leaf attaches to the stem? The same term is used in astronomy and geometry to indicate points of intersection.
I think it's node.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Node.
Good job, you've got a biologist on your team. Plenty of time extra. See if we get going with this picture starter. For your picture starter, you're going to see a map of China with some administrative areas highlighted in red. For 10 points, give the place name element that all 3 names share. For example, Shan, meaning mountain.
Exeter Moorcroft.
Jing.
No. You may not confer, but someone can buzz.
Bristol Warner.
Bay?
It is Bay, yes, B-E-I. You just saw a map showing Beijing and other administrative areas whose names include the element Bay, meaning north. Your picture bonuses are 3 more maps showing province-level divisions whose names have an element in common. Okay. First, for 5 points, the names of these divisions all contain what element?
All right, we've got Qinghai and Hai.
Hainan. So.
Hai.
Yeah, okay. Hai.
Correct, meaning sea, so Qinghai, Shanghai, Hainan. Second, I need the place name element common to these 4 provinces.
So that's Heilongjiang, Jiang.
Jiang. Okay. Jiang.
Yes, as in river, so Jiangsu, Jiangxi, Zhejiang, and Heilongjiang. Finally, what element links the names of these 2 administrative areas?
Guang.
Guang. Okay. Guang.
Yes, meaning wide, as in Guangxi and Guangdong.
Hold on.
Another starter question now. Of the sea areas of the shipping forecast that do not touch land, which lies on a direct route between Lerwick in Shetland and Bergen in Norway? It shares its name with a sandbank in the North Sea.
Exeter Moorwelly.
Dogger Bank.
Bad luck, you lose 5 points. 2 NASA space probes to Mars in the 1970s and a seafaring people.
Bristol Flanagan.
Viking.
It is Viking, yes. Your bonuses there, Bristol, are 3 questions on video games that feature well-known film and television actors. Which 2019 post-apocalyptic game by Hideo Kojima features motion-captured performances from Mads Mikkelsen and Lea Seydoux, with Norman Reedus as player character Sam Porter Bridges, a courier who delivers supplies to isolated colonies?
Oh.
I always forget the name of this.
I have nothing.
What's it called? Yeah, okay, pass.
Death Stranding. Lena Headey, Susan Sarandon and Rosario Dawson are among voice actors in which series of first-person stealth games by Arcane Studios, set in the steampunk-inspired city of Dunwall?
So is that Bioshock, if it's steampunk?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Bioshock is kind of steampunk.
All right.
Okay.
No,
Bioshock?
it's Dishonored. In CD Projekt Red's 2020 RPG, Cyberpunk 2077, which actor lends his face and voice to the character of Johnny Silverhand, a dead rock star whose digital ghost is accidentally uploaded into the player character's consciousness near the start of the game?
Yeah, I think it's Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves,
I
yeah.
think
Keanu Reeves.
It is Keanu Reeves. Well done. Let's start a question now. In chemistry, what 2-word name is given to a reaction in which a conjugated diene and a substituted alkene react to give a...
Bristol Watts.
Diels-Alder.
It is a Diels-Alder reaction, yes. Your bonuses, Bristol, are on dishes that are named after the vessel in which they are cooked. First, a regional speciality of the Languedoc. Which stew of haricot beans and meat, typically including pork sausage and confit goose or duck, has a name derived from the word for the glazed earthenware pot in which it was traditionally cooked?
I want to say bouillabaisse, but it's not that, is it? There's something. Oh my god, what's it called?
So, I don't know.
That's a shoe.
Like nominate?
I've got nothing.
Nominate what?
Chausseur. No, that's shoe.
It's a cassoulet, named after the distinctive pot in which it is both cooked and served, which has a space in the middle for hot embers. Sinsolo is an elaborate hot pot dish in which national cuisine. It is said to have been created by a Joseon dynasty scholar.
Korea, right?
Okay, so it's just Korea.
But it's going to be like South Korea.
Do they want a specific country?
Did they say country? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Did you just say Korea?
Say Korea. Korea?
Yeah, we take that. It's Korean cuisine, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
From Moroccan Arabic, what word can denote both an earthenware cooking pot with a distinctive tall conical lid and a spice stew that has been cooked slowly in one of these?
Tagine.
Tagine.
It is a tagine, yeah. Let's start the question. Finite of its own kind, God, freedom, and eternity are among a series of 8 terms defined in the opening lines of which work of 1677, named after a major field of philosophy. It was published posthumously after its author died in...
Bristol Warner.
Ethics?
It is Spinoza's Ethics, well done. It died in The Hague. Your bonuses, Bristol, are on place names. In each case, give the name from the description. All 3 begin with the same 3 letters. First, the location of Duke University, part of North Carolina's Research Triangle. It shares its name with another notable university city located in northern England.
Durham. Oh, okay, cool. Durham?
Yes. Secondly, an inland state of north-central Mexico to the south of Chihuahua.
So D-U-R.
Where is it started? Durango? Is that a place? I looked at a map the other day. I think it's Durango.
Okay, Durango?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally, the largest port in Albania, situated to the west of Tirana on the Adriatic Sea.
Duress.
Duress. Okay, Duress?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Now start the question. Outside the Chinese or Sinitic languages, what language of the Sino-Tibetan family has the most native speakers? It is the official language of a country that gained independence from the UK in 1948.
Bristol Warner.
Burmese?
It is Burmese, yes. Your bonuses, Bristol, are 3 questions on leaders often known as apostles. Which 4th century missionary is sometimes called the Apostle of the Goths for his translation of the Bible and his proselytizing in the Danube Basin?
Don't think I know this. Oh no. What's a realistic name from that period? I don't know. I want to say Widukind for some reason. Let me try that.
Sure,
I don't know.
Widukind?
No, it's all Philas. St. Remigius, the Bishop of Rheims, is referred to as the Apostle of the Franks, in part for performing the baptism in the late 490s of which formerly pagan king?
I think it's Clovis.
Okay, Clovis?
Yes, Clovis I. The Apostle to the Gentiles is a title usually applied to which early Christian saint who was converted while on a journey to Damascus?
Oh, is it Paul? I want to say Paul.
Okay, Paul?
It is Paul the
Yeah.
Apostle. Yeah. Music round now, and for your music starter, you're going to hear a pop song. 10 points if you can identify the artist. Someone have a go, come on.
Exeter car.
Dusty Springfield.
Maybe not have a go. No, joking, they're bad luck. No, you can hear a tiny bit more Bristol, but not too much.
Bristol Warner.
Christina Aguilera.
That's absurd. It's Janelle Monáe. We'll take your music bonuses in a little while. Now let's start the question. I need a 6-letter term here. When its discovery was published in February 2024, J05294351 was considered to be the most luminous known object in the universe, more than 500 trillion times as luminous as the sun. It is an example of what type of object, emitting light and other radiation as large quantities of matter are drawn into a supermassive black hole?
Bristol Flanagan.
Okay, Quasar?
It is a quasar, yes. For your music starter, you heard and failed to identify Many Moons from Janelle Monáe's debut EP, Metropolis, The Chase Suite, the first of a concept trilogy loosely inspired by the 1927 film Metropolis by Fritz Lang. For your music bonuses, you're going to hear 3 songs inspired by specific films, and again, I just need you to name the band in each case. First...
Oh, this is Creedence Clearwater Revival, right? Creedence Clearwater Revival?
Yes, exactly. That was Bad Moon Rising, inspired by imagery in a film adaptation of The Devil and Daniel Webster. Secondly,
It's Pixies, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, Pixies.
yes, it's Debaser, inspired by Buñuel's Un Chien Andalou. Finally,
Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand.
take me out, of course it is, yeah. Let's start a question. What two-word alliterative term refers to examples of naturalistic drama emerging in the 19th century that dealt with contemporary social issues, such as Ibsen's A Doll's House and Shaw's Mrs. Warren's Profession? The term was later adapted by the critic Frederick Boas to designate Shakespeare comedies such as Measure for Measure or All's Well That Ends.
Bristol Flanagan.
Problem plays.
They are the problem players, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Bristol, are on writers from New Zealand. Identify each person from the description. First, an author associated with D.H. Lawrence, who died in 1923 at the age of 34. A short story writer. Her collections include Bliss and The Garden Party.
Yeah, Mansfield. Mansfield.
It is Catherine Mansfield. Secondly, a writer whose 1961 novel, Faces in the Water, fictionalised her time in psychiatric institutions, including the last-minute cancellation of a lobotomy. Her memoir, An Angel at My Table, was adapted by Jane Campion for a film of the same title.
Not familiar with this.
Power of the Dog. Oh, no, not Power. Yeah, I don't have any idea, really. No. Pass.
Janet Frame. Finally, the author of the 2023 novel, Burnham Wood. This was her first novel since The Luminaries.
Catton.
Is Eleanor Catton, yes. In music, which female voice type has a typical vocal compass of around 2 octaves from A below the treble stave, arranged between contralto and soprano?
Exeter Newman.
Mezzo-soprano.
It is the mezzo-soprano, yes. Right, your bonuses, Exeter, are on science and mathematics. All 3 answers end in the same 3 letters. A principal ore of iron, what mineral has the chemical formula Fe2O3?
Magnetite.
Magnetite.
It's hematite. Magnetite is Fe3O4. In 1873, which French mathematician was the first to prove that E, the base of natural logarithms, is a transcendental number? A series of orthogonal polynomials is named after him.
Okay, so 1873. Transcendental comes from Kant, but it's obviously not Kant, but it's further on. It's someone who's inspired by him.
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Just guess a random man from France.
Pascal.
No, Charles Hermite. In the nervous system of vertebrates, what name is given to a branch of a neuron that usually transmits incoming impulses, is normally shorter than an axon, and is rarely myelinated?
So that's the axon, but it's not that.
It needs to end in like "ite."
Dendrite.
Dendrites, yeah.
Dendrite.
Correct. First side of the question. The Bailey-Baldwin-Plouffe formula, the Brent-Salamin or Gauss-Salamin formula, and the Chudnovsky algorithm, the latter based on the formulae of Ramanujan, are all methods for calculating which transcendental number?
Exeter Moorcroft.
Pi.
It is pi, yes. Your bonuses are on the Spanish pianist Alicia de la Rocha, who was born in 1923. La Rocha won a Grammy Award in 1975 for a recording including the 2 piano concertos of which French composer? One of the concertos was written for the left hand following a commission by the one-handed pianist Paul Wittgenstein.
So, French composers. Debussy.
Ravel. Concerto left hand.
Yeah. That's
Go for
Ravel.
that.
Yes. La Rocha was highly regarded for her recordings of the 4 books of which work by Isaac Albeniz? The third piece in the collection is a musical depiction of the Corpus Christi Festival in Seville.
4 books.
I don't know.
Just
Any biblical thing that has 4 books in it.
don't know.
Granados.
It's Iberia. Though she specialised in the Spanish repertoire, La Rocha also recorded the 24 preludes by which 19th century composer, also known for the revolutionary etude?
List. Revolutionary. List.
No, it's Frédéric Chopin. Let's start a question. Which northern Spanish city gives its name to a debate held there in 1550 to discuss the rights of indigenous people in the Americas? Situated between Salamanca and Burgos, it is where Ferdinand II of Aragon married Isabella of Castile.
Exeter Moorcroft.
Asturias.
No.
Bristol Warner.
Valladolid.
Yes. Your bonuses, Bristol, are 3 questions on a city in mythology. In Greek mythology, which ancient city is said to have been founded by the hero Cadmus after he's told by the oracle at Delphi?
Thebes.
Yes. According to Hesiod, the god Dionysus is the child of Zeus. And which mortal princess of Thebes? In most versions of her story, she dies while pregnant after Hera tricks her into beholding Zeus in his true form, and the unborn Dionysus is stitched into his father's thigh.
Like, leader? Who's leader?
Leader is a person that...
Definitely a person he had kids with, but
Come on.
there are a lot of them.
Leader.
No, Semele. The play Seven Against Thebes by Aeschylus concerns a struggle for the throne between Eteocles and Polynices, cursed sons of which Theban king? His reign is itself the subject of a major play by Sophocles.
Sophocles did
Not Oedipus.
like Antigone. And...
Megan.
Is it place or a person?
Person.
Antigone,
Come
maybe?
on.
Antigone?
No, it's Oedipus.
Oedipus.
Another starter question, and it's a picture round now. For your picture starter, you're going to see a sports person. For 10 points, give their name.
Bristol Rogers.
Jenny Hermosa.
No.
Exeter Car.
Gomez.
No, it's Aitana Bonmati. We'll take picture bonuses in a moment. We get the starter right. What short descriptive word links all of these? A special caramel-free version of a proprietary beverage made in 1946, a tea that has undergone minimal processing, for example, silver needle, a generic name for Chinese distilled drinks such as Mao Tai, a petroleum-derived solvent, and an espresso topped with microfoam milk.
Exeter Moorcroft.
Knock.
No. No, I'll tell you, it's white. Now start the question. Beyond the Sea and Red Sky in Morning are works by which Irish novelist who won the Booker Prize in 2023 for Prophet's...
Bristol Flanagan.
Lynch.
It is Paul Lynch, yes. And for Prophet's Song. Your picture bonuses then, Bristol. You saw a photo of Aitana Bonmati, who was named Player of the Tournament of the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. You're now going to see three more players who made notable contributions at that tournament. 5 points for each you can name. First, for 5 points, name this player who jointly performed the most assists of the tournament.
It's in English. Oh, is that James? I don't know.
I really recognise her face.
Is it James? Do we have anything else?
Go for it.
James?
Yes, Lauren James. Secondly, the tournament's top scorer?
So Japanese. Do you know any Japanese football players? No. Pass.
Hinata Miyazawa. And finally?
Oh, Mary Arps?
Wait, that's Spain. It says Spain.
You sure?
Oh,
No, I think it's
doesn't-
against Spain. I think it's Arps.
Yeah,
Okay, it looks like her.
Is it Arp or Arps?
Mary Earps.
Arps. Okay, Arps.
It is Mary Earps, yes, of
Okay.
course. It's awarded the Golden Glove. Let's start the question. Meaning small rope. What Spanish term denotes a system of mountains formed of more or less parallel chains? For example, in the Western...
Bristol Warner.
Cordillera?
It is Cordillera, yes. 3 questions for you, Bristol, on astronomy. Since 2014, which European Space Agency space telescope has been surveying the positions, distances and motions of stars in our galaxy? It shares its name with an Earth goddess.
Gaia?
That would make sense, yeah.
Gaia?
Yes. One discovery based on Gaia data is that a collision between the Milky Way and which dwarf galaxy may have triggered the formation of the Sun?
Oh, no, I don't know this.
Is it one that still
like the
exists?
small Magellanic Cloud or something like that.
Maybe.
I don't think that's the thing.
That's a dwarf in the question.
Small Magellanic Cloud.
No, it's Sagittarius. Another discovery is that which dwarf galaxy is more massive than previously thought, having about 10% of the mass of the Milky Way? It's often known by a 3-letter abbreviation.
Oh.
Is that the large Magellanic
It's
Cloud?
either that or the large.
That's what I've heard before, but I'm not sure.
It might be a large, just because
probably go
it's
large.
more likely to be that.
Yeah.
Large Magellanic Cloud.
It is indeed the LM2, yeah, well done. The number of complete years in the reign of Queen Elizabeth II minus the number of years in the reign of Queen Victoria is equal to what number of years? The same that Queen Anne reigned after the Act of Union.
Bristol Warner.
14?
No. Anyone from Exeter, you may not confer.
Exeter Newman.
13.
It's 7. Let's start the question. Sometimes described as the sea swallow, the Arctic species of which seabird has the longest annual migration of...
Bristol Warner.
Tern.
It is the Arctic tern. Well done. Your bonuses, Bristol, are about the psychiatrist and anthropologist W.H.R. Rivers. Much of Rivers' anthropological research was done on the inhabitants of the islands in which body of water between Australia and New Guinea?
Is that the Coral Sea?
No, New Guinea isn't that like the Arafura?
Maybe.
I think I'll go for that. Arafura?
No, it's the Torres Strait. Bad luck.
Torres Strait.
Rivers' research focused on which concept, which Robin Fox described as to anthropology what logic is to philosophy or nude is to art. Rivers was particularly interested in exploring the classificatory system of this concept, developed by Lewis Henry Morgan.
Is it just like culture? Maybe. You can classify cultures, right?
Yeah. Okay, culture?
No, it's kinship. Along with his patients, Siegfried Sassoon and Wilfred Owen, Rivers is a major character in the Regeneration trilogy of novels by which
Barker,
author?
Right?
Yeah, Pat Barker. Yeah.
Barker?
It is Pat Barker. Well done. Let's start the question. What name links the title of the second novel in Lawrence Durrell's Alexandria Quartet, the name of a donkey in a 1966 Robert Bresson film, and a name given traditionally to one of the biblical three wise men?
Exeter car.
Balthazar.
Well done. It is Balthazar, yes. Your bonuses are 3 questions on 17th century history. What collective name is given to the small group including John Pym and John Hampton, whom Charles I unsuccessfully attempted to arrest in the House of Commons in 1642?
That's the birds have flown.
Yeah, good.
Is that the name of the group?
Birds have flown. Flown birds.
The birds have flown.
No, the 5 members. Introduced in the 1660s after the Restoration, the 5 Mile Act and the Uniformity Act are among a group of statutes collectively known by what name after the earldom held by Edward Hyde?
Clarendon.
Clarendon.
Clarendon Code, yes. Ratified by the Scottish Parliament in 1621, the set of impositions put forward for the Church of Scotland by James I and VI are collectively known as the 5 Articles of what city?
It's not. It's like Westminster.
Westminster.
But it's going to be Scottish.
It's Scottish city, so either Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dundee, Inverness.
Dundee.
No, it's Perth. Let's start a question. Appearing on coins and official documents, a tugra is a decorative signature or monogram historically used by... And at the gong, Exeter University have 35 and Bristol have 290. Well, the thing is, in a way that you don't really realise until you do this game, so much of it is about momentum. And you guys really got going. It's just, it took about 20 minutes for you to get going. And I thought you were so unlucky, especially Riker with that answer about Jing instead of Bay, which there's this alternative universe in which if you'd gotten that, you would have been unleashed much earlier on. But you were beaten by an absolutely outstanding team. So I think there's no indignity in that whatsoever. Thank you so much for coming along and being such terrific sports. And Bristol, my gosh, that was a strong performance. You looked so terrified at the start of the game. You don't even look that much less terrified now. You feeling a bit more relieved?
I feel like I'm still shaking a bit, but it's fine.
Relax, enjoy it. You're through to the next round. We're going to see you again. I hope you can join us next time for another second round match. But until then, it is goodbye from Exeter University.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Bristol.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.